On the show, it's the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
So almost ready to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Merrill Kelly. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw on the money. Nice play.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. And that's in the dirt. One out, base is empty. A changeup missing. Now 2-0. That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Big time power. That one finds the zone. Strike one. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Ground ball could be two. Fired to second, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Back here in the desert, and today on the hill, Griffin Canning. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the eight ball.
Geraldo Perdomo leading things off and takes a strike. That misses, and it's 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one out to right. One away. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And he deals. And now the count is even.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Nimmo tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved
Batting
extra
third,
bases
the
for sure.
designated
If the
hitter,
pitcher's his
Randall.
friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath
Richard.
before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Randall Grichuk stands in now and watches strike one. Just off the inside edge. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And that one sliced foul.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Two outs. Just missed. And there's a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Let's go Diamondbacks. Woo, come on, Diamondbacks. Woo.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Grichuk at second with 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the dirt, blocked. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. On to the second inning here in the desert. No score. Back here at Chase
Leading off
Field,
for the
now the
Mets,
third baseman, Mark Vientos. Kelly in his 7th season, 36 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2010. Kelly back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count. Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Gurriel drop step going back. Say goodbye to that one. He sends it out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He hammers one out to right. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Starling Marte up to hit. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. That just misses, and that's ball one. And there's a ball.
Ball 2.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Third home run of the season. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that one is inside.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And a foul ball. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman,
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering misses, and the count 2-1.
Inside, ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And he walked him.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Right through there for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one is lifted in the air. Hampson hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Francisco Lindor. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. This to third. They take the force out. That ends the frame. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
We head to the
Diamondbacks,
bottom of the
the
second,
first baseman,
and here is Josh Naylor.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Just missed.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Ground ball right side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting 6, the left fielder.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Man at first, nobody out. Next to hit, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And downstairs.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Naylor aboard here at first with nobody out. And
That's a
another
ball.
ball. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is even 2-2. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Here's the second baseman.
The second baseman, Tim.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Now one
That
miss.
pitch is out.
Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him
I got
another
one ball,
breaking
one
ball.
strike.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Out. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. New inning getting started. So now here's the Mets DH, Juan Soto.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
And first offering is fouled off. Fastball
Outside,
is
that's a ball.
outside. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's
Now batting,
2 for
the
2
first
now
baseman,
on the night,
Pete
and just a triple
Alonso.
and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And a strike in there.
0-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there,
No,
but he
two strikes.
knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Get out of here, Matt. Go back to New York.
That one down the line and foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Ball
That's a
one
ball.
there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a
Ball
ball
2.
evens the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create
Count it,
just
3
a
and 2.
little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And now it's Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. On the corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice
0-1
job
the
just
count.
presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Nimmo stands in here. Tried to hold back his
0-1.
swing there, but went around. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And it's
Off
even
the
up.
plate, ball 1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
It's amazing to
1
look
ball,
up and see
2
88
strikes.
miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Outside
ball.
low, and it's 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. That one misses, and it's 3-2. stays alive. Three-two. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mets strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Hampson.
Oh, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next offering misses down and away. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice 2-strike pitch right there. Very tempting, but couldn't get the chase.
Fly ball down the line. Marte going after it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Jose.
Next to hit for Arizona, Jose Herrera. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Wastes no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So the batting order turns over. Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. Flied to right his first time. That one outside.
That ball went out.
Ball 1. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one to first, Alonso. And he handles it himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 7, Corbin.
This is Corbin Carroll. Fly to left his first time. And that clips the inside corner.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch is outside. Herrera on third with 2 out. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 1-2.
Count.
In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds. Breaking ball inside. And the count is filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The batter, number 50, designated hitter, Randall.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Randall Grichuk. Doubled his first time up.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swung on, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. That's worth the price of admission. His first homer of the year, and it ties it up. It's 3-3. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fastball for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in the desert, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Starling Marte. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Go ahead run on base. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. That one is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. His second of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 5-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the ditch. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
And now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna.
No,
First
inside.
pitch just misses.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Brandon Pfaadt up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Henry getting loose as well. The other way, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone.
Man at
Taylor.
first. Now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
doesn't
it.
find the zone. Foul ball there.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball to the right side and foul ball. Three-two now. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. Kelly moved to first, and he's back in safely. That's in there. It's 0-1. Man at first, 1 away. Dives and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Everything came together for him. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Merrill Kelly gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
They hand the ball
Diamondbacks,
over to a new arm, number 67.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 on, 1 out. Now at the plate, Juan Soto.
And that one is in for a strike at 95.
And it's 0-1. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities.
Mami, gracias por suscribirte.
That run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
One ball.
In the dirt. Acuna at second. Lindor on at first with 2 down. Up and in. Now 2-2. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And he gets him. Nicely done. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 5-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
up
4.
for the Diamondbacks,
And now
the
it's
first
Josh
baseman,
Naylor.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And ball 1.
You know, these D-backs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
There's a strike.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That one fouled off. 2-2. To the right side, Acuna throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Good 2-seam action right there, running away from the batter,
left
rolled
fielder,
over it, got the ground out.
Gurriel.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Diamondbacks trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this,
13,
known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's the second baseman. He hit into a double play his first time up. That's in there. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Strike two.
0-2.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That one not close. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor fires across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Diamondbacks down quickly. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here at Chase
Leading off
Field,
for the Mets,
all set for the
the
start
third
of the
baseman,
inning. And
Mark
stepping in for New York, Mark
Vientos.
Vientos. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered in this game. Nimmo in his 9th season, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. And that skips in the dirt.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is 2-0. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. That one ripped. That's back. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 6-3. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
1 out, base is empty. Here's Starling Marte. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Up the middle. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. To the left side, but it is well foul. Marte at first, one gone. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So 2 down now, and here is Luis Angel Acuna.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Pickoff throw. Marte
he's
dives
safe.
back in. In the air, center field. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Garrett Hampson. Canning back to work.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Kodai Senga appears to be getting loose. Number 94 warming up as well. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. That's down and in.
2. Three balls, 1 strike.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Jose Herrera stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Out to short. Lindor on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Geraldo.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That one's in there. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering way off the plate. Right through there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Down the line, and that will drop foul. Line drive, hauls it in to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. All set for the top of the 6th, and now Tyrone Taylor. On the inside corner for a strike. The
Ball one's the
Diamondbacks
count.
with some movement in the pen. Shelby Miller up and throwing for manager Torey Lavello. Beeks also getting ready. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco
Lindor comes up to the plate. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Ground ball right side, could be two. Flips it, one at second on a nailer. They got two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Juan Soto now. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1.
0-1.
And that
Ball
one
next
upstairs, ball one. Two outs. And they'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Next offering is in the dirt. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying
Now
out
batting,
pitches that
the
just
first
miss the
baseman,
zone like that. And it's a real
Alonso.
discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Let's go Diamondbacks. Woo!
Center field. Hampson settles underneath it. Brings it in. And that is that. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 6 and the Diamondbacks 3. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Kodai
Now
Senga.
pitching for
Still
the
a
Mets,
lot of game left, and this game
Number
could go
34.
either way. So this is a big
Kodai
opportunity for him to
Senga.
get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
leading
And now
up
the right
for
fielder,
Diamondbacks,
Corbin Carroll.
The right fielder.
We talk about
Corbin
guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Next offering is fouled back. And that's in the dirt.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Line to left and foul ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Alvarez Down to first, Carroll beats it to the bag and reaches on the strikeout.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. That's out number 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty
Now
from
batting,
start to finish.
the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. First pitch misses. The Mets leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Up the middle, Acuna. In plenty of time to first, out number 3. Nothing doing for Arizona, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back.
Diamondbacks,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
number
mound,
18.
Shelby Miller.
Pretty
Shelby
tight game, so they're looking for quality
Miller.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Mark
Leading off for the
Vientos
Mets,
up now for the
third
Mets.
baseman, Mark Vientos.
Looking good, Diamondbacks.
First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. And 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
One and 2 here. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hampson in position. Brings it in. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And the first pitch
That's
misses
inside.
for ball 1. And there's a
2-0.
ball. Now 3-0. And that's ball 4.
That's upstairs. Ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
The
Hitter
right
didn't
fielder,
offer
number
at it.
6,
Now he has somebody to
Starling
worry about over at first.
Marte.
Fought off foul. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Up and
Ball 1.
in, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Miller throws over, and he dives back in safely. And that one lifted in the air center field. Hampson makes the play, and that'll do it. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 6 and the Diamondbacks 3. Bottom of the 7th.
Leading
Here's
up
Josh
for the
Naylor.
Diamondbacks, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
There's the strike. And that's downstairs and outside.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. The 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Gurriel, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Naylor on at first, nobody out. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's the
second
second
baseman.
baseman.
Number 13, second baseman, Tim Tawa.
Not
Ball
close
one,
with
no
that
strike.
one, and that is ball 1. And another ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. The D-backs trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 down.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Here's Garrett Hampson.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball
One
one
ball,
there.
one strike.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Austin Warren up and throwing. Stanek, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Base hit center field. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing.
Now
Got a pitch he
batting,
could get the
the
barrel
catcher,
on and lined it into
Montez.
center for the knock. Those
Herrera.
always feel good. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kodai Senga won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Taking
Mets,
over on the mound for the Mets,
Number
Genesis
92.
Cabrera. This is his 3rd
Genesis
time out this year.
Cabrera.
Here's the catcher, Jose Herrera. 1 for 2. Ball one, no strikes. First and second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
To third. Oh, nice play. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play. And that may have saved a run.
Well, that right there is all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
We go to the
Leading off
8th.
for
Now
the
it's
Mets,
the second
the second
baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Acuna.
Miller back to work. Miller, in his 10th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Taylor, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's
1 ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Check
That's
swing,
it. Ball
no
2.
appeal. That one fouled off, 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2. Inside,
full count.
almost got him. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Carroll sizing this one up, nabs it, and that is that. Back here in the
Leading
desert,
up
and now
for
the
the
shortstop,
Diamondbacks,
Geraldo
the
Perdomo.
shortstop, Perdomo.
Well, it's critical
Counts
right
1-0.
here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And the 1-0. That one
That's a ball.
missed. There's the strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 7,
Corbin Carroll will hit next. First
Ball, that's
pitch just misses.
Well, these Diamondbacks, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Next offering in there for a strike. And 1-1.
VIVO, gracias por suscribirte. Cibeal, gracias por suscribirte.
And there's a ball.
Two
Runner
balls.
at first with no outs here.
Greta, gracias por suscribirte.
Good job to fight that one off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Charlo, gracias por suscribirte.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Way
got a full
upstairs,
count.
3-2 now.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Popped up left side. Vientos makes the grab, one down.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Randall
Grichuk now.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across, because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And that one is inside.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here
2-0.
late.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Perdomo leads off first with one away. And now it's filled up.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
Now
and here
batting,
comes the Mets
third
manager to the
baseman,
mound.
Mayo
Pitching change
Mayo.
coming. Genesis Cabrera
Whoa,
wheeled
Brad.
apart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Austin Warren. He's making his second appearance of the season.
For the New York Mets, number 44, Austin Warren.
Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one missing inside. Slider right there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brandon
Now
Falk.
pitching for the
Definitely a guy
Diamondbacks,
that pounds the strike zone,
Number
makes hitters
32.
earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Hello, baseball. Almost ready to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Merrill Kelly. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now,
Leading
he's
off
got
tonight
good
for the
stuff. He's
Mets,
just got to be able to
the
have
shortstop,
confidence, trust it,
Francisco
and really go after
Lindor.
hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
And a ground ball to first. The flip to the pitcher covering, and an easy out to start the game. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Siggy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It
One
normally
ball,
does
2
damage
strikes.
on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Pete Alonso. And that's in for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed. Next offering is down low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
First base.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And now here is Mark Vientos. Well struck right field. Carroll going back on this one, and it hits the fence. Alonso is waved home. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Mets leave one, and now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting the call here, Griffin Canning.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Geraldo Perdomo leading things off and takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. Next one is off the plate. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole
That
field.
is
He was out in
the
front
right
there.
fielder.
Just needs to let the ball
Corbin.
travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
This is Corbin Carroll. Cut on and lifted in the air. Marte hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Righty delivers. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Going to count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
That one just misses.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
That one missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Struck him out looking. And the Diamondbacks down in order. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Chase Field, there's Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon
Nimmo, in his 9th season, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. Next offering is foul back. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Starling Marte up to hit. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. No score here in the second. Check swing, called strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Now 1-1. In there at the knees. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He makes the grab, and that is that. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez.
Canning back to work. That's to third. Vientos zips it to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor. That's towards center. Taylor settles under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Taylor has this one sized up. Makes the catch, inning over. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna.
Let's go Diamondbacks. Woo, come on, Diamondbacks. Woo.
And that is out of play. In there at the knees. 0-2. Ball one.
2 strikes.
And he chases that one. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. And now Tyrone Taylor right through there for his strike. One out, bases empty.
Nope. Ball 1.
That misses the
Fastball
zone,
2.
and it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's out to center field. Hampson moving under it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one pushed to the left and foul. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. And now the rookie second baseman, number 13.
Tawa.
Check swing, and that's a ball. Next pitch is inside, and the count now 2-0. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses the zone. 3-1. Inside, and that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Batting 8.
Here's Garrett Hampson. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy
Hampson.
who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And there's a strike.
All 1's the count.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feet,
Got it,
there's 1.
stepping out.
And that's all they'll get.
Batting 9. The catcher, Jose Herrera.
Now up next for Arizona, Jose Herrera.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Count
outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Canning checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Geraldo. Perdomo.
So the lineup flips over at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. That's outside, and that's ball 1. And another ball. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That's in there. 2-2 now.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Here's a 2-2.
Helpful.
Corbin Carroll in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Hampson at third with 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a base hit on the line. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Corbin Carroll getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nimmo has it sized up. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2.
That's
Oh,
inside.
that's
This
inside.
guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He reached out a walk his first time.
And that's in for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. Average with over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Now batting.
Textbook bat
First baseman.
control right there. Got a pitch on the outside,
Vientos.
saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mark Vientos. Doubled his first time. And fouled off. Pitch misses
Nope, that's
there,
a ball.
and the count even 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Man at second. Fouled off. He was late. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tying run in scoring position, top half of inning number 4. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
The left fielder.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Nimmo.
Struck out swinging his first time. Outside corner for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Alonso on at second with 2 down. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Mets 0. Bottom 4,
Leading
digging
up
in,
for the
Randall
Diamondbacks,
Grichuk.
the designated hitter, Randall Grichuk.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2
Now
strikes.
1 and 2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Pitch misses there, and now it's filled up 3 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Now Grichuk swinging a high fly ball. Deep left field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
This sport can be such a game of inches as we see it right there. Extended and just out of his reach. Had a bad read and a bad jump, and I think that's what cost him. It turned into extra bases.
And now, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
You know, these
0-1.
D-backs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't
Now
able to stay
batting,
close.
the first baseman, Josh.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Josh Naylor, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. One out, and a runner at second.
0-1's
We're
the
here in
count.
the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him
1
up
ball,
there.
1
Couldn't
strike.
pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
The other way. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes.
And it's
Gurriel.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. And that one in the air center field. Taylor has a beat on it. Makes the catch. That is the inning. 1 left for Arizona, but they lead it 1-0. We go to the top of the
Leading off for
5th.
the Mets,
Here's Starling
the right
Marte.
fielder, number 6, Starling
Marte goes 6'1", 36 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. A little bit high, maybe, and it's 1-0. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Marte
Did he go?
started after it, trying to hold up. Now a look to first, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Flied to right his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Fouled off left side. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first, and Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout.
The batter, the second
Next to hit, Luis Angel Acuna.
Acuna.
His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Hampson flashes the leather on the run and catch. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, number 13.
The second baseman, Tim Tawa.
Canning back to work. That's too
Ball
low.
one.
Ball one. Line drive. Nimmo makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 8, Garrett.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Hampson. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice
Now
job
batting,
of keeping
the
the ball
catcher,
out of the air,
Jose
lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the D-backs catcher, Jose Herrera. Grounded out his first time. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Now a fly ball to right center. Taylor brings it in for the third out. Back here in the desert, top 6. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Just missed.
1-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's a strike.
0-1.
And now it's even up. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. towards first, and it's just foul. That was close.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And now the Mets DH, Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
First offering, runner goes.
Outside,
There's a
that's the
ball. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Kevin Ginkel getting ready to go. Beeks getting cranked up as well. On the ground to third. They get the out on Soto.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Alonso.
And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs. And that one fouled off. Out to short, Perdomo. Whips it across, and that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Chase Field, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Geraldo Perdomo. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off. Backed off the plate that time.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And they'll do it again. Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power. And he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the biggest names in the sport.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Perdomo gets his lead at first with nobody out. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Now it's
Randall
the DH, Randall
Grichuk.
Grichuk. 1 for 2. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. To short, could be 2. Acuna has it for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Mets nothing. We go to the top of the
Leading off for the
7th.
Mets,
Down to third
the third
baseman,
baseman,
Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
That's a base hit, and the tying run is on base.
Well, that'll make you feel
Now
good
back,
as a
the
hitter
left
right
fielder,
there. Just a
Brandon
solid swing right
Mayo.
there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
No outs, runner at first. Brandon Nimmo digs in now. Clips the corner. 0-1. With a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Stays alive.
Ball in.
Nobody out, runner at first.
Juan Carlos Hernández, gracias por suscribirte.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slings to second on the nailer. They get 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Merrill Kelly out of the game, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Kevin
Diamondbacks,
Ginkel gets the call from the pen.
number 37.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And here is Starling Marte. Late swing fouled off. Fouled off down the right side. That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing doing for the Mets. Still behind by a count of 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kodai Senga.
And
Now
he's done a
pitching
great
for
job
New
keeping
York,
the ball in the park this year.
number 34,
The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Senga.
Well,
Leading
One-run
up
game.
for the
Here's the
Diamondbacks,
third baseman,
the third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one,
Meanwhile,
no strike.
activity in the bullpen. Genesis Cabrera getting loose out there. Stanek getting loose as well. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch
Check
is
outside.
outside. That one
Down to
drifts
3-2.
inside. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, these Diamondbacks, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have hit...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Next to hit for Arizona, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses.
Here's a sac fly
Counts 1-0.
situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Gurriel gets a piece. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit.
batter,
Infield was
number
in, so
13,
now they can
second
move back,
baseman,
give themselves more
yeah.
time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Now it's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. And a strike on the outside edge. Way out. Run for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Suarez on third with 2 out. On the ground to the left. Lindor whips it to first. That's the third out. Inning over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 1-0 lead. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Out to short, Perdomo. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Dennis Levy, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Beeks, the lefty, warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one hit to right. Carroll sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away. Tyrone Taylor will hit next. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. And a foul ball.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. And that's too high. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Comes a 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, and it remains 1-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Mets.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
92.
8th. Genesis Cabrera.
Genesis
This southpaw's been
Cabrera.
really good against left-handed hitters. Garrett Hampson
Leading off
stands
for the
in now for the
Diamondbacks,
Diamondbacks.
the center fielder,
He's one of the faster
Garrett
guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Cabrera, the lefty who lights up the radar gun.
0-1's the count.
28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Oh, 2 now. Oh, that got away
Timeout.
from him.
That ball got
And
right
he's going to
there.
reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Jose
Leading
Herrera
off
stands
for
in
the
now for the
Diamondbacks,
Diamondbacks.
the catcher, Jose
This might be a steal
Herrera.
situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Puts a bunt down, and that's foul. Lays down a bunt to the right side. They put the tag on him, and he gets the job done. Geraldo Perdomo now at the plate.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
The other way, and foul ball. Foul ball there. This one in the air center field. Taylor brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into
The
his
right fielder,
highest
number
gear
7,
and go a long way to track
Corbin
that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And ball one to the right fielder.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a ground ball. And that's the 3rd out. One left for Arizona. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Dennis Levy. A chance at his first save of the year. Nobody out.
Leading off with the
Lindor
bat,
has a chance
the
to
shortstop,
tie it. 0 for
Francisco
3. A fly out, a
Lindor.
ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a hard hit grounder to 3rd. And that's a foul ball.
That's a ball.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Two now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Soto up to bat next, lays off for a ball. And a swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is in the dirt. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. The closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So last chance for the Mets. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Fastball is outside. One-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. The Mets down to their final strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from
Now
him,
that-
and I know it's got the dugout
Mark.
fired up down there, down to the
VIVO.
last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
A 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Fought off foul.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks strand the tying run on base to win it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.